take a look at Dark of the Moon Ratchet. He is considerably small. Well, that's what I thought when I picked him up and looked at him in the box. I seriously didn't think it was anything bigger than a scout. But I'm going to tell you why he's good and why you probably should spend 13 bloody quid on it. So he's a Hummer once again, but this time he's got a white stripe on there to make him a little bit more G1. Ho ho! Doesn't want to get this out of the way. Mech-tech weapon. It's a big round gun, and as I pull upon this lever, becomes a pizza cutter. Whoop whoop! I do like this though. The saw is perfect for Ratchet, and it's like the first figure that's ever come with one. But I chuck it to the side anyway. Looking at the big old ambulance itself, it's probably the most accurate version of movie Ratchet. It's actually got windows on the back. Up here, got some clip-on points, so you can go and get this ambulance completely covered in rockets if you so desire. Or maybe you could flip out these side panels here and cover it with some more guns, like so. Yeah. Very safe. This is taking me to the hospital, yeah! And it will destroy anything that gets in its way. So, for transformation, you flip out these panels, and like I just did, you put back in. And then you want to grab the front panel, pull out these front bits, which is a bit like the first deluxe Ratchet. And then you take this and flip it around, flip it down this bit, turn around his head, his arms, and straighten them out, and fold these bits up, sort of like that. You take the back end, sort of lift up all that stuff, and straighten out his legs, turn his feet around, fold up all this back flab loosely so it sits there like that. And there you have pretty much Ratchet. I'm not entirely sure if this is the best robot mode of all the Ratchets out there. His legs feel a bit limp, and they do like to sort of buckle under the medical girth, all this top heaviness and back flab. But I think he still looks good. Looks nice and stocky and beefy, just like Ratchet should. Big thick legs, and big arms, all these rungs in here. Clip-on points, so you can sort of strangely inside his arms stick on some guns. It's pretty weird how many weapons you can outfit this figure with when he's meant to be a doctor. Yeah, let's get rid of that. So, Ratchet's robot mode isn't really bad. It's fairly average size, a bit more stocky build than usual. He has a little detail going on with the legs here and all that. Some stuff in there. And the face is good, but it's got this sort of strange silver paint over parts of it, which doesn't really come through as silver because of the green underneath. It makes a sort of funny goldish colour on his face. But apart from that, I think he's grown on me. He's a nice little figure with a fun little weapon. How's the fun? While I do like this figure, there are some flaws in its construction. The legs are, his knees are so loose, he really has trouble holding a pose even when he's standing up. Yeah, there's some screws in there which I tried to tighten up, but it turns out they're done up as tight as they can go. Well, why is it so floppy then? And the shoulders up here, they move right by his neck. So you can tell you're going to get some ball joint loosening issues because it is all still one. It goes up and out. Does it move in here? Well, it's all solid because of the transformation. All in all, I like Ratchet. I almost regretted picking him up because I picked him up in favour of Crankcase. Probably shouldn't have done that. If you really want to spend 13 quid on a brand new DOTM figure, go for a new character like Roadbuster or something. After all, he's got a chainsaw. It's even better when you get two going at once. Ooh. But, to be honest, I've got like 6 of the nosy buggers now. Don't get Ratchet as your first one. But if it's your first Ratchet, go for it because he's probably going to be the best one you can get. To be honest, Ratchet annoys me a little bit. Here's my first one, the old movie Legends one. I just got that because he was new and, you know, nice little one. And somewhere along the line I managed to pick up my only white Ratchet. Through the swath of repaints of the Voyager and the Deluxe. I just never wanted any of them. No matter how much I wanted a white Ratchet, like the G1 version, I only bought this one because it was packaged with a little brawl. And now it turns out that this guy isn't getting a white repaint. What? It's going to be red instead. Are you mental, Hasbro? One figure where I might have actually managed to get myself a white Ratchet because I did think, oh, I'll pass this one up and get the repaint for once. But no, it's going to be red. What is wrong with you? I can seriously see I'm not going to get a white G1-ish Ratchet until I get this guy here. And then it got bigger. Here's the first movie Voyager. One of the biggest ambulances I've ever seen, I can tell you. That aren't real. This thing is monstrously huge, even for a Voyager, and the robot is so huge and bulky. I thought, no, I've got to downgrade this. So I got this one, the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe version. Mainly because it was the only full-size new mould for Ratchet since the hulking Voyager one, which is I've been reading so many times now. But I wasn't really satisfied with all this stuff underneath. So I had in the craving for a brand new figure, and here's this Ratchet. I can't say I really wanted to get him, but I'm happy with him, and that's the best you can hope for when you buy a new figure, really.